Today being the 10th of October ends the celebration of World Mental Illness Awareness. Mental illness is actually a public health issue but seems to be the most neglected in healthcare. Eating disorder is a form of mental illness. According to National Eating Disorder Association, NEDA, eating disorders are serious but treatable mental and physical illnesses that can affect people of all genders, ages, races, religions, ethnicities, sexual orientations, body shapes, and weights. Eating disorders have the highest mortality rate of any psychiatric illness. Besides medical complications from binge eating, purging, starvation, and overexercise, suicide is also common among individuals with eating disorders. Potential health consequences include heart attack, kidney failure, osteoporosis, and electrolyte imbalance. People who struggle with eating disorders also have intense emotional distress and a severely impacted quality of life. Culture has made it look like thin body structure is the most accepted in the society. This has made people, especially the female folk, sort for possible and easiest way to look thin, notwithstanding its health implications. Even the men are not left out. A 2007 study by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention found that up to 1/3 of all eating disorder sufferers are male. Now let's watch the video made by NEDA on how eating disorder affects people's quality of life.
National surveys estimate that 20 million women and 10 million men in America will have an eating disorder at some point in their lives. Eating disorders are serious but treatable mental illnesses that can affect people of any age, sex, gender, race, ethnicity, or socioeconomic group. Many eating disorders begin during adolescence, but an increasing number of young children and older adults are diagnosed with these illnesses.
I was always tired. I got frequent ulcers.
I was always out of breath.
I had high cholesterol at age 18.
My hands were always freezing. My lips were blue.
My heartbeat was irregular.
My heart would race after only a short walk.
Sometimes I could barely feel my heart beating at all.
My weight dropped. At first it was a few pounds.
My teeth were rotting.
I didn't hang out with my friends anymore.
I didn't enjoy life the way I used to.
I couldn't remember anything in class.
I couldn't concentrate.
Couldn't sleep.
I couldn't.
I thought I was in control.
I thought that no one would know.
It defined me.
Until I defined it.
I had
an eating disorder.
Eating disorder.
I had an eating disorder.
I had anorexia nervosa. This disorder is defined by a restriction of food relative to what my body needed, leading to a significantly low body weight. I had a severely disordered body image and an intense fear of gaining weight. I would do anything to avoid gaining weight, all the while I couldn't recognize how severely I was damaging my body.
I had bulimia nervosa. I would eat huge amounts of food in a very short period of time, and I would eat so much I felt out of control. Then I would compensate by purging. I would vomit, or I would limit my intake, or I'd use laxatives and diuretics. You know, some people with bulimia, they misuse insulin or exercise excessively, or use and abuse diet pills. I had a severely distorted body image and an intense fear of gaining weight.
I had binge eating disorder. Binge eating occurs in the absence of compensatory behavior. Once a week for at least 3 months. It occurs in episodes of eating rapidly when not hungry until extreme fullness. It's also associated with depression, guilt, and/or shame. Binge eating occurs in people of all sizes.
I had avoidant restrictive food intake disorder. I didn't have any weight or shape concerns, but I restricted my caloric intake to the point where I lost a significant amount of weight. My nutritional deficiency was so severe that I couldn't keep my job or maintain friendships.
While some people may fit neatly into a diagnostic category, there are many people who exhibit symptoms of multiple disorders, as well as those whose disordered eating patterns may not represent a full syndrome eating disorder. These conditions should not be considered less severe or taken lightly. The sooner the behaviors are addressed, the more likely there is to be a positive outcome.